Okay, so hopefully I am live everywhere. I should probably check Facebook just to make sure. Um, Let me refresh my page over here. Sorry, y'all, I'm a little out of practice with going live. Oh, there I am. I am live on Facebook. That is cool. Okay. So I hope everyone had a lovely holiday. I know mine was very peaceful and quiet, and that's exactly what I was looking for. so uh, today I wanted to talk to you. As many of you know, I just got back from the Recurring Revenue Retreat, and as well as being a sponsor, every time I go to the Recurring Revenue Retreat, I come back with a renewed motivation and a renewed what's the word? Enthusiasm for making changes that benefit both you and me so that we can all get the most benefit from the WP Project Managers Academy. And so that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to, first, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look, because some people who are watching this, are most likely, let me go over here to the comments so I can see if anyone posts any comments. And by the way, if you're watching this in the Facebook group or on Facebook in general, in order for me to see who that you commented, you'll need to give StreamYard permission for me to see your name so it doesn't just say Facebook user. And I know this is really short notice of this live presentation. I was going to do like a recording, and time ran out on me, so it's just easier and better if I do this live. And as I said, I'm a tad out of practice. Oh, look, I can tell that 3 people are watching from somewhere. Hello, Facebook user. If you want to go up, scroll up to the top, I think there's a link there that says where you need to go to say that it's okay for me to see your name. It's a privacy thing. Oh, I have some things to talk about when it comes to privacy today too. So anyway, and that's exciting. I'm going to tell you that at the end. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to take myself. Okay, apparently it removes my audio when I remove my video, so I'm just going to stay here on the side. But I am going to take, yeah, I see that. Thank you that you just lost audio, but it should be back. Yes? Is it back? Is it back? Facebook user? Can you hear my audio now? Oh, great. Okay. So I'm using StreamYard, which I've been paying for a long time and haven't used in quite a while. So let's go ahead and take this banner off because I want, for those people who might be new, I want to go over what is currently in the premium program of the project management of the WP Project Managers Academy. When you first log in, this is when you first get into the premium membership, these are all the different roadmaps that you get, and we'll come back to this in a moment. The first place to start is right here, and what that does is it brings you to the section where it's the actual project plan. It kind of gives you the instructions to navigation and things like that, and some roadmap best practices, but it gives you the access to the actual project plan. And this is a work breakdown structure or project plan for new website builds. Then I switch to the dark mode, and sometimes I can't see my back button. And it's broken down into 12 different roadmaps, 6 problem solving and 6 project execution. The problem-solving roadmaps are those problems that we all have, right? Content collection, scope creep, getting clients in the first place, managing clients, what a pain, agency productivity, ongoing, and managing issues and risks. And then when you're executing projects, you've got your proposal phase, your deep dive discovery, your validation and testing, and your continuous improvement. You notice I don't cover development in here because this is a course about project management, not necessarily about how to build websites in general or with WordPress. So we don't cover the technical things, but we do cover the how to manage the projects. So under the project execution, we've got continuous improvement and client training. And then this last, it's not the last anymore, but it has been the last one here, has worksheets in it as well as the field guide. And the field guide is the manual that follows the project plan. Okay. It's got all it's broken down into the phases and activities and tasks and tells you exactly how to carry out each one of those things. And then there's also the templates download list, what has the links in it, and then a study guide here. So that's what the Academy the premium version of the Academy looks like now. Coming December 1st, many of you know that we have had a level 1 certification for quite some time. Okay, so you don't see anything for Facebook access. I'm seeing your comments now. I think it depends on where you're watching it. But that was supposed to be at the top. Okay, well, we'll just, so it's Jackie and Paul and Sue, and thank you for joining live. And I'm sorry that the StreamYard, oh wait, click a comment to show it on the screen. Okay. Oh, no, that's not what I was looking for. I thought it was going to give me the, hey, Carrie. Y'all, I'm sorry that I did not add that. I thought it was automatic that it added that at the top, but it must be a setting I need to set. So you can tell them how to practice. Well, it doesn't matter. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for telling me who you are. I appreciate it. Oh, and whoever said Beth is awesome, thank you very much. Okay, so the last thing that is being added to the premium membership is the ability to get certified as a WP project manager level 2. You know, we have the level 1 certification in the free program. Hey, Paul, thank you. Oh yeah, that is a good comment to share. Let's share that one. Beth is awesome, said the Facebook user, which we now know as Paul Taubman. Thank you very much. Okay, so this level 2 certification, here's what's happening. The level 1 certification is probably going away. Now that doesn't mean that the people who've already achieved level 1 are not going to be able to use that certification anymore. Yes, you will. But much of what is in the free some of what is in the free program is moving to the premium program. And the free program is going to be much more high level. So much of the feedback that I got back at the recurring revenue retreat from people who have been through the course is that there is too much free stuff. I'm giving away too much in the free program. So that's one reason for the change. The other reason for the change is that I really want to focus on the premium members and give them the value that they're paying for. And I can't do that if my time is split between the free program. The free program needs to be on autopilot. And so it's going to be going much more in depth into the 6 principles of productivity management that we use that are like the umbrella over what we do in project management. And so that's all going to be changing. But I'll let you know about that. Nobody needs to panic or worry about it now. But we are going to, but this one, the level 2 certification will be ready December 1st. And eventually the level 2 certification is just going to be the certification from the Academy instead of having the 2 different ones. So that's where that's going. Let me get back to my list here so I can make sure that I know what I'm doing here. Okay, so I've explained all that. Oh, the other thing is the monthly workshops. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a moment. We started these this year, and then I had to stop because the client work was just getting overwhelming, and that's going away. Not going away. I still have the clients. I'm just not actively working on the projects as much anymore, so I'll have more time to spend on the Academy. And so we are bringing back the monthly workshops, and the premium program is becoming a 12-month program. Now, what I mean by that is, do you have to commit to all 12, paying for all 12 months? No, you don't. You can still cancel anytime, but we're going to go through the monthly workshops, are going to be going through the project plan and breaking down how to execute each phase of the project. I think that's going to be much more beneficial than having a self-study where you can, and now the roadmaps that are already there will still be there. But we're changing the format of, some people would rather go through it using a manual and going through the project plan itself. And then some people just simply have problems they want to solve. So I'm trying to be all things to all people. But at the same time, make it much easier for you guys to navigate. So we're going to do those monthly workshops I think I scheduled them for like the second Tuesday of the month. I think I posted that in the group, but you'll be hearing much more about that going forward too. The first one is going to be in December after Christmas, and I'm opening that up to everybody so you can see what these monthly workshops are going to be about. And that's going to be on continuous improvement, because that's something we don't talk about that much, but it's so important when you're looking to become better at what you're doing. If you're not capturing lessons learned from your projects and then converting them into best practices, you're probably not improving as much as you could. So we're going to focus on in December on how to do that so that you can implement those things going forward into the new year. You know, it's always when we want to implement new processes, right? It's at the beginning of the year. Oh, and by the way, I'm not winking at you when I do this. I'm still struggling with this corneal ulcer on this eye. And last week they put, I won't tell you what it's made of, but it's a membrane, because it's kind of disgusting, but it's a membrane on a contact that they put in my eye that is supposed to help finish up this healing. It's been going on now for 3 months. And I go and have that. I have an appointment later today, but so sometimes it's a little irritating. So I close my eye and people think I'm winking at them. I'm not. Although I would wink at y'all because I love you so much. But anyway, all right. So we have covered what's in the program now. We've covered the level 2 certification that's coming up December 1st. It'll be available December 1st. And those of you who are in the premium program, that's at no additional charge. And it's actually easier than the level 1 certification, but you have to have the level 1 certification before you get the level 2 certification. So even as we combine them going forward, it'll still be the same certification, same knowledge base for your certification. The difference is with level 2, we need a little bit of proof that you know how to implement these things as well as have the knowledge up here. So, but I'll be sharing more about that going forward. Let me look at my list over here again, make sure I cover everything. Monthly workshops, level 2, and that the program is becoming a 12-month program. And here's one of the things I'm including in the premium program that will not be available to the general population. And that is mainly because I might be embarrassed, okay? Because I'm going to let you watch me try my new client acquisition method. All right, so let me say this. Used to, whenever you would talk to somebody like Cliff Almeida, who's like an expert in lead acquisition, or anybody else, when it came to websites, they would say never, ever, especially if you want to like redoing a website, right? That you should never, ever start with the technical issues of the website. Because back then, the technical issues were, well, it's not mobile responsive. Well, it doesn't have an SSL certificate. That's pretty serious. But it was things that clients didn't really care about, right? It wasn't affecting their ability to do anything, and it wasn't required. So why should they even worry about it if they were getting the traffic that they wanted to get, right? So you should never, according to Cliff and other experts, you should always lead with what are the results that you're going to get for the client. You're going to get them more leads, you're going to get them more customers, you're going to make it easier for customers to buy from them, yada, yada, yada. However, things have changed, in my opinion. And this is just my opinion, okay? This is the way I'm handling my agency for several reasons. One is I'm at a certain age in life where I want to be kind of removing myself from the day-to-day of building websites and that sort of thing. The other thing is that I want to have more time to, well, the reason I'm doing that is so I can have more time to enjoy my life at this age in life, which is what we're supposed to do, right? Okay, that's one reason. The other thing is, look, it's changed now because privacy policies are a big deal. Accessibility is a big deal. These are things that could impact your clients legally. And so they need to be concerned about that, even though it's a technical issue, right? So my case study that I'm going to start doing is surrounding privacy policies, because honestly, that is some of the easy. Oh, I know what I was going to say earlier. The two things are, one is that I'm wanting to remove myself as much as possible from my agency. That gives me more time to spend with you all too. And the other thing is establish as much recurring revenue as I possibly can, so that doesn't require a lot of extra work. Okay. Well, that's great. That's usually care plans, right? But the problem with that is you have to build a website first. And I don't really want to do that part. I mean, I do. I love building websites, but it's just not where I want to be spending my time in terms of what I love to do. I love the discovery, and I need to establish recurring revenue going forward, because I did not put enough money in my corporate retirement account years ago when I had the opportunity. So this is to supplement my retirement income. Now, that might not be where you are, okay? If you are in the mode where you want to scale your agency and get a big team and all of that sort of stuff, then your motives are different, but this still might work for you, okay? So what I'm going to do with the privacy policies is I'm finding a method to find those folks who need a privacy policy but don't have one. And then I'm going to contact them about what to do about that. And then if my goal is to have maybe 100 by the end of the year, that's or less. Let's see, if I do 10 a month, that's 120, right? So if I do maybe 8 a month, so if you figure that out, that's 100 times 100, because that's usually what you charge for this, $100 a year. But I don't have to touch it that often. So anyway, I'm doing this case study on how to use privacy policies, and I'm getting some input from Hans and Donata at Termageddon on the proper way to do this. Now, we have some difference of opinion about what I should or shouldn't do, but I'm certainly going to check with them first to make sure I don't do anything illegal or that I don't promise anything that could get me into trouble. But I'm going to let y'all watch me do this, right? So it's basically, okay, wait, let me go back over here to the banners. I had this up here earlier that I was going to add. Yeah. The client acquisition case study. Will she win or will she fail? Now, if I fail, you get to see exactly what I did wrong. Maybe you can take what I did and make it better, or maybe you can say, that doesn't work. Well, I'm not dealing with that at all. So that's where we're going with that. So I think I've covered most of what is changing for the Academy. Now, the level 2 certification, I love that StreamYard has these things. I just forget to use them. The level 2 certification, when you choose to get level 2 certified, what you'll get is a certificate of achievement. You'll get a badge to put on your website that then becomes clickable. So you can put it in your email signature. You can put it wherever you want to. It becomes clickable, and then comes back to the website and tells whoever's clicked on it exactly what you did to achieve that certification. You get a free profile on the WP Project Manager's listing site, as long as you remain a premium member. And what that does is it gives you additional social proof, because here's this website full of project managers, and you're there. Not just project managers, but WordPress professionals who are also project managers. So you'll get a listing there. And you can also link back to your website. So now you've got a backlink, right? That's helpful as well. You'll get a free you'll get a free copy of my book whenever it is released. And I got some clarity on that while I was at the Recurring Revenue Retreat. So it should be coming out sooner rather than later. And the title of that book is Project Management Sucks, but it doesn't have to. So and a lot of what we have in the course is going to be in that book, but I hope there'll be some additional stuff so that even those people who've been through the course could benefit from reading the book. Then you'll also get additional project plan, work breakdown structure templates. Okay, you'll get one for website redesign, you'll get one for an e-commerce website build, and then as we develop others, you will automatically get those if you're a premium member. We are planning sometime in the future, not anytime soon, to have a marketplace for different project plans that we will sell individually. That was the other thing I wanted to mention, that if you're a premium member, anything that we do sell in terms of a product like checklists or project plans that are not part of the program, you'll get 50% off on those because you are a premium member. So for those who don't know, also in the premium program, there's like more than 80 processes, templates, done for you language and things for you to use in your deliverables for the client. There's also agency management lessons from industry experts for all of those things that go around project management. And then another thing is that we've been doing, but not as regularly as we'd like, is ongoing curated content. So you don't have to scour the web for the latest podcast from Jason Resnick that really applies to what we're doing in project management. I'll go find those things and post them for you in the program in your roadmap and point you to them so you can get the most benefit there. Basically, I'm doing your research for you and how to get better at what we do every day. Okay, so that's it. That's what's coming up. That's what's changing in the Academy. I'm going to be doing some more of these lives and some more posting of recordings to go more in depth into these different pieces and parts over the next 2 days, because our discount on the premium program, we're just call it a Cyber Week discount, okay? Because it started on Black Friday, but it's running through the end of the month. So through the 30th. Anywhere from a 25% to a 37% discount, because I did add an annual option. So if you want to join for the whole year, you can just do that and get a much bigger discount. Now, the thing with it becoming a monthly program, even if you join, say we start those monthly workshops in January and you don't join until March, that's okay, because the January one will be recorded and posted in the group, in the roadmap. And then we will also repeat again starting the following January. So, but you won't have access to all of them if you join midstream, but you can get access to them eventually. So I've been talking for over 20 minutes now, and I know y'all are probably tired of hearing me talk. So someone's asking in the group that is anyone here a LastPass affiliate? I use 1Password, so I can't help you there. And I'm not an affiliate, but so Jackie says this does help. She's new at this and struggling to put all the things I've learned from you so far in action. Yeah, you know what, Jackie? That's one reason that I'm switching things up. And the way I've done it is I've laid all those roadmaps out, and then over here's the manual, all right, that you can follow, that follows the project plan. But I think it makes more sense for those of us who are more technical. Let's start with the manual and the project plan, and let's follow that all the way through. You still need those problem-solving roadmaps, like controlling scope creep and putting in a good change control process and client acquisition and all those other things you still need. But in terms of let's work through the program and get these things in place so that you can start managing projects effectively, I think reorganizing things this way will be a much better way of doing things. All right, so look, I hope everybody had a great holiday. I hope that you're going to have a great Cyber Week and that you've found some deals that are helpful to you. I know I have. And until I see you again, which I hope is going to be very soon, and hopefully I will be able to actually see you out of this eye this afternoon. Until I see you again, remember, stay productive, stay strong, never stop learning, and always be grateful. Have a lovely day. I'll see you soon. Bye.